Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to the Geography 361 Lab 7. In this lab, we will learn how to calculate ANOVA and the critical release test in the SPSS or by your hand. Let's start at the question 1. In this question, we have 4 group data. Okay. In the question 1, we have 4 group data. We need to test whether there are differences between their means. So first, we need to write down our hypothesis. Then we will copy and paste those data to the Excel and upload those Excel to the Anywhere SPSS app. Then do some calculation in that SPSS. So let's first write down our non-hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. So we want to compare their means. The non-hypothesis should be there is no differences. Then the alternative hypothesis should be there is differences. There is a differences. Okay, now we have written down our hypothesis. Then we need to copy and paste this data to the Excel. I have already uploaded to the SPSS. So here is the data. Then we need to calculate we need to use the ANOVA to see whether there is a difference within this group. So we click Analyze and compare means. Then select one-way ANOVA. As we see, this method do not accept all the rows. They only access 2 rows. One is the data, and one is the data's group's name. So we need to reorganize our data. Let's create one variable called data. Just give it a name data or value. And the other one, we just call it name. Okay. The values should be a scale data, a scale variable. And the name should be a nominal variable. Okay. Let's go back to a data value. We just copy the first one to the values. Then its name is 1. Then we copy the second column next at the end of the first part, then give it a name 2. Okay, then the third one. Then the next one. The last one, okay. 4. Okay. Now we go back to the one-way ANOVA function. Analyze, compare means, then one-way ANOVA. So the dependent variable is just the values, and the factor are the names. Then you just hit OK. You can see your result. We need copy and paste this table to your answer sheet. So here is the data. So in this table, you can see the sum of squares of the between group within group as the total sum of square, and you can find the degree of freedom of the each sum of squares. Actually, you can also calculate it by yourself, but it's very convenient to use the SPSS to get this result. So the most important two values here in this table are the F value and the significant value. So we should write our F value down here. It's 1.955, and our significant value is 0.152. So as I mentioned in the earlier labs, so this one, if this significant value is smaller than 0.05, we should say we reject the null hypothesis. Since this value is greater than 0.05, so we accept the H0. If you still cannot understand why we compare this value with the 0.05, I can draw one graph to you, or you can watch the previous video. So here we have one F value. So what is the 0.05 meaning? It's just the meaning is after the significant F value, the areas of the tail part equals to 0.05. But here, our significant value is much greater than 0.05. So it should be somewhere like here. So the yellow area from this line to the very end of this distribution is 0.152. So we can see the our F value is at the left of the significant F value. So we accept the HO. So this is all the question this is all the answers we need for the lab 1. Also, I say this question asks you to use the Shafi test to see which one has the differences with others. But in this question, after we used the ANOVA test, we found there is no differences between this group, so we don't need to worry about this part. But in the next questions, we will use this test to see which group is differences with others. Okay, that's all for the question 1.